Okay, I just want to, if you like, skip a wee bit from Ireland to what's happening in Iran, because I think it's important. People in Ireland, we have, if you like, the right to have a meeting like this, to discuss it. Those rights were not given to us; they were fought for by people who went before us, trade unionists and Democrats. And in every time society advances, it's when people decide to take things into their hands. And when you go on that road, the biggest problem we find as socialists is how, if you like, the propaganda of the system can seep into you almost unconsciously and encourage a sense of fatalism. That's the biggest thing that capitalism operates with these days, is a sense of fatalism. In the past, they could tell people that they had a right to rule the world because they were appointed by God to be better than the rest of us, or else they said they worked harder than the rest of us, which is why they deserve so much money. But they can't get away with any of that today. So what you find in most Western societies is a lot of people see through the system. People are cynical, they understand how it works in many ways, but the belief the system tries to inculcate into you is you can't do anything about it, right? You can't do anything about it. And this is why the debate about protest is very, very important, right? And I think it's very important for socialists, no matter how sometimes you can feel gutted, and all of us felt gutted by what happened on March the 30th, not to internalise what they want you to believe, which is you can do nothing about it. And just to repeat, Iran at the moment, none of us know what the outcome of that's going to be, right? What we do know is that people have tremendous courage, deserve complete support of socialists in Ireland and the West. But what we do know is when people come on the streets, what you find is that all the ideas that you thought they were your ideas, that you were a little bit odd about being outside the mainstream, when people come on the streets, you see how powerful those ideas. And what a demonstration does is, it doesn't, of course, the rulers don't listen to it immediately, but it transforms the people who come on the demonstration. They learn that many more agree with them, and they take that message back to the people. Now, the crucial thing we have to do is, in that situation, you have to have a network. And this is what's missing in Ireland. We have in Ireland quite a rebellious people. Everybody tells me the Irish people are conservative, or why do they all vote Fianna Fáil and so on. Well, now I turn the question round. Why do they vote for Joe Higgins if they're so conservative? If this is a conservative country, how come they elected to the European Parliament somebody who's been described as a Trotskyist? It doesn't sound to me like very, very conservative people. What you have in Ireland is explosions of anger, whether sometimes on the streets, dramatic changes in the elections, but when you look behind that, then the actual network on the ground is often quite weak. There has never been mass fighting Labour parties in Ireland. There has never been a mass Communist party in Ireland as exists in other countries. What there exists is often relatively small groups of the radical left in particular areas that sometimes meet the mood of people and can, if you like, become an expression and help organise the mood of those people. So if we want to finish really by urging you to join the Socialist Workers' Party, I want to really put it in very practical terms. We have about 15 branches around Dublin. You can go to most suburbs in Dublin. You'll find a small branch of the Socialist Workers' Party. That branch is the key to organising a lot of the activities. Solidarity with people in strikes. It'll be at the centre of opposition to the Lisbon Treaty. It was very much the key of some of the election campaigns that actually go on. We also believe in the Socialist Workers' Party that we don't have all the truth. We also understand that a lot of people may not fully agree with our model of, if you like, getting rid of capitalism completely through a socialist revolution, which is what we want to do. And in that sense, we want to work with other people, and we do so through the People for Profit Alliance, which is an alliance of people who essentially want to put people before profit, but maybe have other options of how that can be done. So for us, socialism is building those networks, bringing people together, working with others on a non-sectarian basis. And in the course of that, we will always argue and present the idea, as we've done tonight, that in order to do anything, you have to get rid of capitalism. Any of these I put across there, in reality, I do not believe, well, obviously the rulers will listen to them, but I think that the struggle for these demands is actually going to go up against the system itself. And therefore, what I want to appeal to people is to join the Socialist Workers' Party. I think that if you agree with some of the ideas, not just my ideas, but the ideas generally of fighting the system, you do need organisation. And I'll really just finish on this point. The other thing capitalism does is it tells you to be suspicious of organisation, particularly because often organisations have sold out in the past. and it gives you a fake individuality. As long as I'm outside organisations and so on, I'm an individual. I'm watching my television set and seeing the exact same news, no matter what bloody channel it comes from, in the exact same sequence, but I feel I'm an individual because I'm not in an organisation. Reality is, you grow as an individual and you grow politically by working with others. The essence of socialism is precisely working with others and building a society that is not just built on an individual rat race. And therefore, for those reasons, again, we encourage you, join the Socialist Workers' Party and build big alliances and get moving, and we hope to see you all again when we call people together for a massive demonstration on the Dáil when they try to rob this country in the name of the NAMA bill. Okay, thank you very much.